The only preparation we're doing for this map is buying one of our 2 available Master Seals. We're early promoting Arthur. His goal is to grab Rally Strength as soon as possible. By early promoting him, we're denying Arthur unnecessary experience that would only end up being a hindrance to us in the long term. In practice, this is only going to make Arthur as a unit strictly worse. However, he's not going to be a unit that we invest in long term. Because of that, it makes more sense to deny him any more unpromoted experience and speedrun getting Rally Strength.
Show me what you've got.
After some inventory management, we'll begin. I wanted to delay this map until I had both reclassed Odin and unlocked Camilla. Odin is currently in E rank hell, and I want to build their support ranks up sooner than later. The sooner they get to S rank, the sooner they can stop fighting alongside each other every single map. Judging by the fact that we're in chapter 11, you can infer that Mozu is not being trained. I actually don't think that she's a terrible choice for this kind of run. She is expensive, but Archer is one of the strongest classes in the entire game, so being able to train even her alone would make a lot of maps a breeze. The Archer class line is what makes Mozu such a powerful unit, much like how the Ninja class line is what makes Kaze so good, or how the Dark Knight class is what makes Leo amazing. I had actually done this challenge kinda once before, a playthrough that got up to chapter 18 before I decided I wanted to ultimately scrap the run and redo some things. In that iteration of the run, that's what I actually did do. I was going to use your standard Archer Mozu friendship support with Effie and trivialize the mid game until I have Leo curb stomp the late game. I feel like that's a tired way of doing things, especially on these YouTube runs where you can find countless runs of doing that exact thing. So I found it more interesting, both from a gameplay perspective and a viewing perspective, to try a more abstract approach to my team building. Obviously, we can't get too crazy. Even disregarding the lack of funds, we're only able to buy 7 Master Seals until the completion of chapter 20. We just used one of them, and another has to go to Corrin, so really we only have 5 to work with as of right now. The next unit that I'll be using a Master Seal on is Kaze. In the kinds of runs where you can't invest too much into your units, the strongest ones are those that don't require much, or anything at all, to reach their peak. The units that are undeniably the best at this are Camilla, Leo, Azura, and Kaze. These units are broken just for their base class and stats alone. They ask you for absolutely nothing aside from maybe a strong pair-up to absolutely destroy the entire game with next to zero thought. Kaze is a unit that has overkill speed, and more importantly has access to daggers. These 2 factors make him an extremely valuable unit, pretty much in any team setup. Afterwards, my next promotion should be Corrin, who will, as per usual, promote in chapter 15 since she'll be one of only 3 units that I can use there. After Corrin should be Odin, who is obviously my own for fun training project. We've already invested an incredibly valuable resource into him, so it just would not make sense to not do anything with him further. The last 3 Master Seals will go to units from the 2nd generation. Offspring Seals are banned in this run, so if I want to use any units in Gen 2, they have to be given a Master Seal. Despite that, their value in being able to inherit 2 skills for free without reclassing is a lot more appealing compared to the Gen 1 units. One of those units is obviously Percy. By starting in Wyvern Rider, he's able to inherit Rally Strength from his father, and then get Rally Defense when he promotes. Completing his Paralogue is also just desirable anyways, because his map gives a lot of gold. By investing into the unit that marries Azura, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone and pass down rally strength to Shigure as well. Shigure, like Percy, has access to an incredible rally that is otherwise super out of the way to grab. He's probably the most important rally bot to get, since rally speed is a lot rarer than rally defense. Plus, Shigure has rally HP. I know that doesn't sound very impressive, usually it's not, but to restate, we would prefer to cut down on needing to buy healing items where we can. But also, we would like to avoid cheesing maps with Azura's healing aura if it can be helped. The last Master Seal was a bit of a toss-up for me. Right now, my Silas is incredibly speed blessed, and I'm already deploying units that would help him reach his highest potential in the late game. Or, if I wanted to be cheap, I could just put him in Bow Knight, where he'd be a fast, hard-hitting unit that has access to rally skill, essentially becoming a better version of Laszlo. The second choice I was considering was Baruka. Baruka starts in Wyvern, which is one of the strongest class lines in the game. As of recording this commentary, I'm just after chapter 13, and she too is incredibly blessed with her early stats. Plus, having another flyer around is just always nice. However, the unit I settled on is Camilla Ophelia. Essentially, she's just a better version of Baruka. She won't have Opportunist, but as a mage, she'll be able to contribute a lot more than what another physical unit could do. I just ruined Odin's chances of being a mage ever again, so right now my only viable options for magic are Camilla, who has a pretty lame magic base unless given Spirit Dust, or Leo. Leo is very good, but he also can't be everywhere at once. Sometimes it would be nice to have more than 1.5 units that could capably target resistance. Especially for when we get to later maps like chapters 18, 21, 22, 23, where magic can be really handy. Turning our attention back to the map, by now the enemies are mostly cleared up, but I am going to be spending a bit of extra time to shelter sing with Azura while I siphon the boss for all the experience I can. Inspiring Song isn't super needed until chapter 13, but it's just nice to get it out of the way and not worry about it since we aren't losing turns for grabbing it right now.
can do this. I'm here to help.
Before we move on to Chapter 11, we'll make one more stop at Invasion 1. For the 3 of you who want to watch that, see you then.